Hello everyone, how's it going? Cyberfury here, and today I'm going to introduce you to one of the most common and most successful PR stunts ever to be introduced to the video gaming world. Yes, I am talking video game trailers, and in this video I'm going to tell you what I think they're for, what their purpose is, and all the reasons why there's so much controversy around the games that come out after these trailers are launched. So without further ado, let's jump into this now. The game trailer is meant to bring hype to a game, to introduce you to either a new IP or the existing IP, to bring hype and to bring attention to that game. Because if you're a game publisher and you want to sell, say, the next Battlefield, or you want to sell maybe a new IP for a shooter, and you don't know if people are going to buy into it or not just off of talking alone, if you introduce a really kick-ass trailer and you bring lots of attention to that game and you bring lots of hype to that game and everybody starts talking about it, you're going to have a more successful launch than what you would have had you not brought a trailer out, had you not introduced it to the world. That's why E3 is such a big time for gamers and media alike, because it's the time when people bring out their best trailers to bring the best attention to their games. Now, I bring this topic out in light of Ubisoft's controversy with the new Watch Dogs gameplay being out and, being set on the PS4 platform. People are saying that, oh, they've downgraded the graphics. Look at the graphics. They're shit now. We don't know what they did. How could they do this? We didn't pay for this. And they go on in this rants about it. But there are plenty of videos, if they look around, that actually explain that they haven't really been that much downgraded, if that's even a proper phrase, to rather just the lighting of the day of the videos that they post, because Watch Dogs is going to be an open world game. It's going to have a day-night cycle. It's going to have immersion in it. But even if you look at GTA 5, it looks different day to night. A lot of games actually do look different day to night. You got Midnight Club back in the day that looks different. You have Watch Dogs that looks different. The night gameplay looked amazing, with the exception of that one bridge scene where the helicopter spotlight's on him and he jumps that bridge. But keep in mind, we're almost exactly a month away, or 2 months rather, away from this launch of Watch Dogs. And they can do a lot graphics-wise and optimizational-wise with 2 months. 2 months is huge for a video game developer or a development team, because they can do a whole lot in 2 months. Think about it. Had this game launched with the gameplay we saw in September, it would have lots of pop-in, and it probably wouldn't be optimized that much. That's why it got backed up twice. People say once, yeah, but it was supposed to be rumored to launch in March, and now it's launching in May. Not a big deal. The more time, the better, but just don't keep backing it up, because then we're going to get suspicious. So here I brought out the Crew's announcement trailer for you to see, and you'll see Crew gameplay a little bit later on. And I brought this out because I want to say that a majority of the time, games will not resemble their trailers. Trailers are pre-rendered, and this is a majority of the time. This is not always like this. It's not 100% guaranteed, but I'm just saying that when you see a trailer, most of the time it's going to be CGI'd. It's going to be rendered properly on big, massive rigs that are meant to be rendered professional setups. And yes, they're going to look good. They should look good. As I said before, they're bringing attention to this game. If they don't look good, people aren't going to pay attention. And also, when people say that, they have brought out gameplay trailers. And yes, you'll see a gameplay trailer up here. And I'm not going to be the first, and I'm not going to be the last to say that the Crew, as of when this gameplay trailer was released, does not resemble 100% the trailer. And that's a given. Now, it doesn't look bad. Don't take this as me hating on the Crew. I'm really excited for this game. I want this game to come out just due to the size of the map. And it's really going to drive forward what these next generation consoles, in quotations, can really do. And I'm really excited for this because I want to personally see what they can do with older hardware. And this is what you get. Now, the game looks great. I'm not complaining. If they launched the game looking like this, I would be happy. The cars look good, the lighting is good, the reflections, the shadows, and you got Las Vegas Strip in the background. It's quite an amazing feat for a game to be doing something like this. And not only doing just this, but doing it on the scale of all of the USA, and having no lobbies, no single player, no split. It's all just one big game, and that's going to be amazing. Whether their servers can keep up or not is for us to figure out, and as well for another topic for another day. To circle back to trailers, the Battlefield 4 trailer you saw at the beginning, people are going to say, well, that looks exactly like the gameplay. Yes, that's because what EA does and what DICE do for their trailers is they have mixtures of CGI as well as actual gameplay. Now, my only qualm with this is going to be that when you play Battlefield, if you've played Battlefield on PC or even now with the new gen hardware, it's not looking like that. And the reason why it doesn't look like that, or at least some of it, is because A, yes, it's CGI in there as well and rendered, but B, it's just not on that scale. If you've played Battlefield, it looked from that trailer, you think that it's all action all the time. And now, majority of the time it is, but it's just not to that scale. You got like 6 boats next to you, and you're getting fired upon by an Apache, and all of this, and it just doesn't look like that. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. Even on Ultra, it looks amazing. Graphics are great, and here we got Titanfall. And for any of you that's played Titanfall, you can tell what's been rendered and what's actual gameplay in these trailers because of the difference in not only resolution, but also in quality alone. As well as that, you have these major set pieces that just don't seem to happen all that often, right? And when they show gameplay trailers of somebody playing a game on, with a PlayStation 4 controller or an Xbox One controller, they are most likely playing the game on a PC, and that game has already been tailored to that rig. They want to put it in the best light and say, oh yes, this is a PS4 game, and because Sony and Microsoft pay for that. They pay for the developer walkthroughs to have the PlayStation 4 version or the Xbox One version, and that's why you see them with PS4 or Xbox controllers in their hands saying, oh yeah, look at our game, and they're not really specifying whether or not it's a PS4 version or not. E3 is big for this, as well as what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. CGS, I think? I could be totally off here. I'm sorry. But it's just, that's the reason. They're not actually on the console unless you specifically see the console sitting right next to them and they put the disc in the console and all of this, then you know for sure it's that version of the game. Otherwise, be skeptical and think to yourself that yes, it is actually the PC version tailored and optimized properly for that setup. Now, I've been rambling on here, and I hope you guys brought a little bit of information out of this video. I hope this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Here, as I'm having trouble talking through this whole thing, I don't know why. But check out my channel, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace.
Here we go!